Touchdown, Dutchtown. Touchdown, Dutchtown. Dutchtown, touchdown. Dutchtown, touchdown. Word trickery. T on the D, D on the T. Like Dogtown. Huh? Dead Downers? Got a Dead Downer shirt. $50. Hey, happy 5th of July, the day of the tsunami day of reckoning for Japan. The predictions are out there, and the psyopses are on. Who's gonna believe what in this crazy new world of tech? Tech bots, what are we going to do? Does anybody remember Tub Tech? Let's get into some skateboard history. Tub Tech. What is it? Hey, it's written underneath your name on your skull skateboard, Duane. Okay, but, you know, the shape's pretty cool that we came up with. This guy, me, and not PD, I'm DP, but PD, not per diem, not payday, Peter fucking, not drop lip, which was a guy who was with Wally Holiday. Peter drop lift, not drop kick, not drop lift. It was like drop licked. You got drop licked. You always want to stay with that full 6 weeks so it doesn't get all crooked like mine are now. I mean, one's barely together, but they get so welded after each break that the weld jobs God does on our bones, they won't break anymore. That's when you start slamming. Good morning, slam. You know, your bones aren't working. You might be too hungover. You're trying to wash the fucking pills out of your system. I call it an early morning slam. Just fucking, you know, throw me in an empty pool and let me get my early morning slam on. And that's when I broke a couple of my collarbones. And now, 5 times, 2 here and 3 here, the roto cuffs, every time. The collarbones won't break, but the roto cuffs will. And you only get 2 times till you got to get surgery. That's a whole nother game. You know, I keep my enemies close. The guy to talk to about that one is Tony Magnuson. His roto cuffs have been broken so many times that they he'll be doing an indie air and then happy grab. It'll go out of place and then grab. Pretty talented, but I'm sure it's a voodoo thing that he was telling me that. But it's a great thought. And I've seen him do that hand switch. It goes out while you're in an indie. Let's go instead of bailing and grabs. I don't know if I believe him. See, these are the stories these guys tell. The only little bit of time I'll do with them is on the side of a pool, and I don't even really know them, so I'll just agree. And, yeah, Duane, what time because I broke it, and now I'm on the side of the pool. Now who's going to come up to me and talk to me about this shit? My enemies. So I get stories. And when lies come into town, they're always complex. Big story to every lie. They never piece together right. But most people don't go over the story or really listen because how much are they really into anything? I go back with the skateboards so far back. Tub Tech. Cat butt. Okay, Tub Tech. There's so much great shit. I was at David Hackett's house when he was still here before he moved to Satan fucking, South Carolina. Okay, Satan Claus, Santa Cruz, SC, South Carolina, the Cars, Sweet Caroline, Neil Diamond, and who was the other one thrown in my life? All CIA life. So what's my first 45? Blake Campbell. And I love the song. Galveston, oh Galveston, I am so afraid of flying. All that wall that whistles by to my road, it's in my nose. And I love Galveston. Galveston, and thinking about a tranny. Oh, Galveston, my girl Galveston. It doesn't sound right. But I didn't know I was a kid dancing to everything. So what did Carmen get? Dizzy, I understand, man. Like a whirlpool, it never ends. Bobby Darin. Dizzy, let's keep him dizzy next door while he's singing about his fucking Galveston shit. shit. So, you know, I can laugh too. And then once you find out that I've been stolen in Disneyland, one kid was killed. Oh, that's time to for everyone's head to go in the sand. One kid was killed, and then they all exposed themselves years later. All these like people that supposedly cared. Well, I guess you were in his life. He must have liked you. I couldn't believe it. All the loyal ministers come out. You know, it's all in the book. All the fucking liars, the fake preachers, the fake preachers in skateboarding. Kyle Peralta, the fucking thing. CR Stesic ad. To show up for an ad to give me $500 if I just get there, get on a plane, show up for the ad, hotel room, show up for the ad, cab to the airport. $500. But I gotta fly from Orange County up north. It's an inconvenience. But they never let me in the rooms of Santa Cruz. Like when I designed my OJ wheels, I just wait outside for 4 hours, 3-4 hours till they'd let me in. Just wait here. And then I go into one office. They run me through. And I used to be like, there's all these pinball machines in the early days. I felt totally welcome. The last time was when I was on Pocket Pistol, maybe John, but one of those with Chicken or Lucero, and I did a couple of walkthroughs after my son died, twice I think, where you get to, here's the shopping cart. It's my old, I should be able to do that every week because I have a wheel with you fuckers, but I got treated like, just like the old days, like fucking here's your $15 check for your 5% commission on your wheel. Here's no real numbers. We're fucking billionaires. We're gonna tell you we have no money, and you're gonna fucking say nothing because what are you gonna do? If you don't like that guy on that team, or that guy who rides for this guy, they're not gonna like me. And I have Facebook at that time. I fell into all this shit, but they watch you. It's all watchers. The fallen angels that they don't want you to know about that they are. They're all in skateboarding. Hackett has fake skateboarder magazines, fake Wide World, Trans World, all these magazines that, like Wide World of Skateboarding was a like D, E, F level, you know, that there was Skateboard World. These are way back. And then there was some raggedy skateboard fucking inquirers kind of things. But Dave has a Hackett at his house. I've been over there many times, and he showed me one time he broke out all these magazines that never were. I would have seen them fake, and it's all featuring him. It was like, whoa, okay, this is set up for something later. Alva and Asoy have all these already signed boards at Select Distro, Brad Dorfman, in the warehouse. A whole fucking aisle with shelves loaded with Alva. Old Alva boards, probably like late 80s, don't look like that, but they made them there to look like that because Brad Dorfman has a wood shop, so they can do anything they want. He's the one who pays Eddie Algera. He's the one who paid the Sims team in our day. Okay, so he hasn't made Vision yet, but he's made Vision Wood. The wood shop is called Vision Wood. Tile sticks used to buy the wood from Vision. It's right up the street on Placentia. And there was no skateboard industry that there. He had a shop called Hug-A-Wall. We called it Hug My Balls. And there was a shop down in Balboa, or Newport, 32nd Street. Karen and John had a shop called Ozone. Way before Lido Skates. Lido Skates came down there before Ozone closed and just killed the whole fucking buzz in mid to late 80s. It was over, like 86, 85, 86, 87, 88. Then they got those creeps that weren't even like skateboarders. Skateboarders, your natural skateboarders, we all didn't talk with our third eyes. We all have like gnarly, like we're all about what we fucking do. See, I don't like the word passion because it sounds witchy poo. Everyone uses it now, like literally. They talk like iPhones. Everyone talks like they want to be an iPhone because they're talking with AI so much they want to be geeks. What used to be geeks is now, you don't know the difference because you would only learn this by going to school and seeing who the grade above you, the next grade. You can see the fade up or the fade down, as Brad Dorfman would call it, by going to so many factories after a period of 6 or 7 years. We'll look at the fade of your shoe. Did it get better or worse in this fade? Whoa, it's a completely different shoe than what it started out. Whoa, it's really boaty looking. What? Well, we've probably gone to 9 factories, Duane. I didn't know that. See, it wasn't in your contract, but all you cared about was your monthlies, right? Well, I did, but I lied to me this whole fucking time. I mean, this is a constant. Every time the factory fucks up, you blame me. When I'm out there fucking going to Europe for free, I'm everywhere for free. You pay me a monthly, so I show up at these events and I be me. That's the deal. I'm promoting me and I'm promoting you at the same time. I'm just not shoving your brand down everyone's throat. You know, it speaks for itself. You know, kind of like Black Label did. You know, keeping it the more lower key. Like, is there even a label on there? No, it doesn't need one. It's got the stripes right here. You know, it speaks for itself. Is that one of those new? See, the people were cool. The people talking slang, not like fucking not 3 times. Then fucking do your head before a trick. The Corey fucking duffel bag fucking told me that before I left Laurel Canyon one night, dropping off my old son that was totally Patty Hearst away from me in front of everyone, and not one person says a fucking thing. He's so far gone that the last time I saw him after 4 years, here you can see him twice in 2 years, and have his girlfriend follow him, so he doesn't even really get to see him. And now you'll find out that he only talks to his phone. He has his phone earpieces in 24/7. He plays games with other people all over the country while he's talking to you. There's no, he'll eat dinner like that. Doesn't want to do anything that's outside activity. Used to be that way with I raised him. He would have been stoked to fucking help me feed the chickens. Let's walk this. I have 3 acres of land here. I feed these ducks and chickens and geese over here. Over here, check this out. There's a museum of all these old race cars from the riverbeds and the fucking salt flats. You know, fucking real fucking gnarly race cars. Whole museum. Got turtles over here, koi to feed. He didn't want to do any of it. A dog on the property already. I already fucking spoiled to death. But the people were all demonic. In Sanitas, say that backwards. Satan's nice. That's how these people fucking operate. They're geeks. They do a lot of weird ass, you know, backward talk and fucking chanting, they call it. What's she doing, Doss? Fuck, you know. Luckily, I was strung out most of all the 80s. You know, not all of it, but from 83 on. It was through the 90s. I was just off and on. Mainly in the 90s, off and on. But, and then 80s, just trying to figure out what the fuck why am I dope sick if I do this? Takes a long time to really get your system all fucked up and poisoned out. Then you got to figure out how to get off all this shit. And then if it's synthetic, it's so deep, and all these companies like methadone clinics, privately owned, in with the state, so they can keep you locked down you're a slave to this methadone clinic. 3 o'clock in the morning, every morning you're up, you're dope sick. It doesn't get you well. It just makes you not have to fucking think of a fucking plan to something that's gonna be stupid to go boost. It's called boosting. You know, to fucking CDs, CD players, clothes at Nordstrom's that you can take back without fucking receipts. Shit like that. It's called boosting. Junky stuff. Hiding in the car, running out of the store with the shit, and then selling it to a fucking dealer, or cigarettes if you can get stolen credit card. Back then, we went stolen credit card hunting all the time. There's brand new apartments in Costa Mesa. You just pull up to all the mailboxes opened up back then. Just grab their mail, feel it out. Is their credit cards? Throw it. I would have a pile of fucking mail this high as the passenger. Me and my other ex, the one that had my son who died, and the fake son and killed my first son, Duane Jr. was the first one they killed, and I talked to him now, and I got to meet him probably about 3 or 4 months ago when all this shit I was going through all my life stuff. It's called cleaning out. So when you get ready to leave the planet, the more cleaned out you are, the less likely you're going to have to fucking, because there's going to be a new earth and a new heaven. It's written in the Bible. Everyone should be ecstatic about it, but they're not. Then a new Jerusalem's going to be, sorry folks, but you know, the heavens have had spaceships, you call them, for millions of years. These people are blind to everyone. These computers are horrific compared to the ones that they use, that's usable. Heaven sent. I've been to heaven. There's computers at the door, at Heaven's Gate, right behind it. My kid hangs out there. There's a computer there. He doesn't hang out at the computer, but it's there. They walk over to it every now and then. But people walk up with a fucking robe on. Three, here, coming up the mountain. And then, not the Lance Mountain, the mountainside of the road, just like you would think of. And right to the gate, there's not one fucking tooth, not one fucker talking in line. They all got a paper. And they're going to the gates, the doors. And they're not all geeky at all. They're not like, hurry, oh, I can't wait, talking and lying. All that shit. They get cleaned out, get rid of all their scrap from this shithole. And they obviously didn't believe enough of their crap because they're there. And, you know, I saw Jay there, and he was just, he was younger, because I know Jay from like 87, 86. My son was about 10 years older. Beautiful. Didn't really even know if I recognized him. Didn't come jumping all over me. Took a while. He had to look at my foot. I had the same foot thing on that when I came back into my body. I'd never seen it before. I'm now in a hospital in a coma, and 6 days later, and I got the same boot thing, like a shitty fucking hospital brace on my left foot. And it was the same foot I was hauling around up there. It was not quite as painful because I could walk, but at that time I could. If I had to go from the toilet to the fucking bed, I could do it. But I mostly had to hop around on one foot if I was stuck without a crutch. It was really brutal going through those times. No help at all. Got enough, got by. I fucking pulled it off. Not me. I had help. The angels, okay? Heaven sent. And they're here to help you. They're here to see what you really believe. Because it's the last call. And we don't know the actual, you don't get to know the Instagram, the Insta Polar Vision. Polaroid is why I turned pro. It's why the Polaroid. And that movie, then Dogtown, they gave me a board called the Wavelength. You know, and then Hobie had a sticker called Wide Load. You know, Sausage Man, Slalom, Slalom, Bob Skolberg has me give Eddie Alguera his first set of cat claws, okay? After I've been writing for them for a year, doing every demo for free, blah, blah, blah. And now I know it was to piss me off, but it really didn't. I wasn't suffering greed and jealousy and all that shit because I never really had a lot. Wasn't allowed with all the extras. Wasn't allowed with too much TV time. There was rules and regulations in my CIA upbringing that I'm very grateful for. Even though my parents were geeks and pussies, they fucking helped me out. I'm doing a video right now, so thank you. I don't have anything. I have no cigarettes or no.
I thought you needed something.
No, I don't need nothing. Not much drug addicts around here. Oceanside. Nothing changes. And when you go back to the bar and trade in your silver chips, everyone knows. It's like, oh fuck, you can't admit to yourself that you made a mistake. Fuck, the same people, it's that night, you're like, are you fucking kidding me? I couldn't get over that problem. You can't, I've relapsed so many times that I've been there. So many times that I was never gonna get another chance. Ever. I blew it again. It took me 13 years to put 1 year together. The most amount of time I've ever had, honest time, was 4 years. And it was right at 4 years that the Soul Bowl happened. I won the fucking contest, but I got knocked out. And I've been jumping stairs, flipping all stairs all over the country for years. And blown out my back and so many other things that it just all caught up to me. It was like, that was the one snapped my, one of my discs. I had to get back surgery. Gnarly back surgery, and then my other disc was waiting to happen years later. But you know, shit happens, and life goes on. And I've broken more bones than Knievel. I don't brag about it, every one of them. I should have way more broken bones than what I do because I've gotten so lucky. And I was supposed to have my arm cut off, my leg cut off. I signed to have my foot cut off. Signed it. They came back and they wanted more. They're like, wow, we want your knee. We want it from the knee down. And that's when I woke up and started pleading for all this shit. Woke up and it was all there. The guy was like, fucking dude, because I could name drop Tony Hawk, honestly. Kind of got me in the car, like, dude, but I had to tell this guy, dude, you know Tony Hawk? Well, I'm the guy that he fucking ripped the loop off from and got all this. I'm the first one that did it 19 years before him. The other nurse ran to the computer while I'm talking to that doctor, the main surgeon. All the other guys are on the rack. He pulled me off the rack, the amputation rack, to fucking get my info and have me sign my leg away. And the other guy ran to the thing and he comes running back in and goes, he's right. He's called the master of disaster. And that's San Diego. Stay classy, San Diego. Thank God they're ex-game worshippers to the bone. So he just went, you're somebody. He thought I was a bum because I took my teeth out for the surgery. So he just walks in and just goes, oh, okay, another homeless bum. I'm like, dude, I'm not a fucking bum. Look, dude, I do this, do that. I'm also the singer of the U.S. bombs. Motherfuckers, motherfathers. And the guy goes, I'm going to take care of you. All right, you're all right. Talked myself into another one. Thank you. Not me. Last second, 11th hour gods in our lives. Nobody tells you that shit. I'm going to do one little read. Let's just see where it goes. What are we going to read? Ooh, 19. Let's do 18 and 19. When the great Tao was abandoned, there appeared humanity and justice. Okay, when the great Tao was abandoned, there appeared humanity and justice. When intelligence and wit arose, there appeared great hypocrites. When the six relations lost their harmony, there appeared filial piety and paternal kindness. When darkness and disorder began to reign in a kingdom, there appeared, when darkness and disorder began to reign in a kingdom, there appeared the loyal ministers. Loyola, that's the street my son Chess was killed on. The street that Sean Peterson lives on. The street that Roger Ramjet now lives on. Loyola, CIA, look it up. One of the gnarliest satanic devil worshipping places. Isn't it weird that my ex Paula Evangeline Kaufman, the street right across the street is called Cheshire, and my son, I named him Chelsea, and then Chelsea Dylan Peters, and then he gets so much shit for because Chelsea Clinton, and George Bush Jr. is born on July 6th. Okay, his dad is born on June 12th, my birthday. Okay, July 6th is my son's death date. Okay, but then the street across the street, this is 1980, is Cheshire. This is how demonic all this shit, predictive programming is what I'm telling you. And he changes his name. It's a big deal about that because he's sick of the chicks, it being a chick name. Chelsea, now these people are called Chelsea, just out of the blue. I'm gonna name my son Chelsea, and all these girls are named Chelsea. Now, there was no one named Chelsea. It was the Chelsea Hotel and the band named Chelsea. And the Chelsea Hotel, the band was insane, like the Clash. Insane enough to name a kid after. I had too many good times with that band. And then the Chelsea Hotel, the romance of a fucking junkie, a poetic junkie, and the lonely romances of the needle and the bathroom. And the space in between the years and the time of fucking collect energy. 19, drop wisdom, abandon cleverness, and the people will benefit 100-fold. Drop humanity, abandon justice. The people will return to their natural affections. Drop shrewdness, abandon sharpness. Gotta look sharp. The robbers and thieves will cease to be. These three are the crisscross of Tao and are not sufficient in themselves. Therefore, they should be subordinated to a higher principle. Give your baggage away. Don't hang on to shit. Deprogram yourselves. See the simple and embrace the primal. Diminish the self and curb the desires. Lastly, 20. My son's number. T20. It's for you, Chess. Have done with learning, and you will have no more vexation. Not vexation, vexation. How great is the difference between A and O? EH and O. What is the distinction between good and evil? Must I fear what others fear? What abysmal nonsense this is. All men are joyous and beaming, as though feasting upon a sacrificial ox, as though mounting the spring terrace. I alone am placid, and give no sign, like a babe which has not yet smiled. I alone am forlorn, as one who has no home to return to. All men have enough and to spare. I alone appear to possess nothing. What a fool I am! What a muddled mind I have! All men are bright, bright. I alone am dim, dim. All men are sharp, sharp. I alone am mum, mum. Bland like the ocean, aimless like the wafting gale. All men settle down in their grooves. I alone am stubborn and remain outside. But wherein I am most different from others is in knowing the substance, to take the substance from my mother. And in heaven, when you get past those gates and you give your papers to my kid, you walk down these trails that all go to 4 different doors that are fucking phenomenal, bigger than this, and it opens by itself just a little bit, and you go, that's the last I see of you. The door shut. I go to look to see if I can see anything if the door shuts right with them. It's fucking phenomenal. Okay, what do they see? There's no scrap that they're taking with them from here. So there's no phones, no computers, nothing from here that you'll be taking there. And what you take from here with you is what's going to go down, and what you did with your temple is what's going to go down. And if you feel fucked, and you don't, you have to go fucking do, you have to admit your shit. Go through it, write it down. It's a fucking big deal, you know, but it's not that big of a deal. You haven't done anything anyone else has done. In heaven, there's every walk of every fuckhead is up that has any kind of fucking character to them, has walked your shoes, in sinner's shoes. Dark indeed. I'll even speak for me, I'll even speak for Jay. And all the skaters that are dead. I guarantee they died because they didn't want to go along with the agenda. You know? And you don't have to either. So it's a personal thing. It's not a church thing. It's not a spy thing. It's not something that you need to fucking rat yourself out to. Not till you fucking get... You'll feel it. You'll feel it. But let it soak into your... Let it soak in. And if you're on dope, or if you're kicking... and you make some kind of gnarly change, like I'm doing it today, you'll feel it in the next 3 days. You'll feel it coming in. It's your soul, your higher self, coming in going, brother... Oh, brother, you fucking made the right choice, thank you. Because they're depending on us, okay? They can take it or leave it. They'll cut us off like a cancer. They're with God Almighty, okay? We have God in us. We are God beings. We are growing to be our own wings, our own... We never stop growing. There's no roof on it. Those fuckers lied to you big time because they have they've committed the worst fucking shit of all time, and you're a new soul compared to them, and you're gonna jump on that ship, and that's a bad car. Car rolls bad. Don't get in that van. It's really, really getting stupid. And I heard they eat poop, and I heard they drink blood, and I heard it's really not fun at all once you're stuck. There's no way out. You're not gonna. That's the movie, No Way Out. I'm in that movie. For in the intro, you'll see me. No Way Back. No Way Back with that fucking dude. He was brand new back then. The guy in Cinderella Man. I can't think of his fucking name. The actor guy. but no way back. And I was an extra. I didn't even get an extra. I should have got an extra $500 and $40 a day. That's how fucking Hollywood. Thrasher still owes me for a fucking interview with Pete Shelley. Fuck you, Thrasher. I named you. And I fucking hung out with your dad, Tony Vitello. Hung out with your dad. Remember when he said that, hey, Duane's gonna have a baby. We're gonna name it Tony. You should fucking check in with Riggins and go, what would the, because Thrasher's so rich now, and I fucking named the magazine, and Kevin, KT, TK, Kevin Thatcher, God, Margaret Thatcher was like in charge back then. Mirror moves. It's crazy how everything starts to fall together once you drop all your programming. Don't watch the news. It's a news. At 6 o'clock, channel 11. 611. God bless you. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good life. The Dow. T on the D. They put the T on the D. You gotta take the T and make it a DP. Okay?